let's shift gears. You've been in the company a little while, and they start doing these conventions, and I want to touch base on the importance of convention, and what your mindset was initially versus now.
Well, I think I went to the very first ever convention here in Stuart, Florida, and it was at a hotel, and I met Judy Bishop. She was I think the first 9-star in the company, and she was up on stage speaking. She didn't know it, but she inspired me. This is kind of a side note to what you asked me, but I just saw an average person again, and I thought, come on, if she can hit the top rank of the company, I can do it. John, you got no excuse. And it wasn't anything against her. It was just, if she can do it, you can do it, right? And so that's what I said. So I went there and experienced it, and it was great. It was very good, inspiring, and all that. Well, next year rolled around, and Dennis calls me up, and he says, hey, you're going to the convention, right? I said, no. And he said, what? No. And I said, no. And he said, well, why not? And I said, because I went to last year's. And in my mind, it was like, you guys are just going to do the repeat, right? You're just going to do the rah-rah and join the company and, meet Jane and meet founders. And he said, no, John, you're like missing the whole thing. He said, you don't go anymore. Now that you've been there, I forget what rank I was by then. I think I was close to 9-star by the second time. He said, you don't go because of you. You go for everyone else on your team to go. And if they don't see you there, John, what are they going to think? And I thought, oh, boy, am I dumb. Yeah, I never thought of that. And I said, okay, that makes a lot of sense. I'll be there. And so, yeah, I've been to everyone. I think I've been to everyone ever since.
Should everybody make sure they bring people with them to our convention coming up?
Well, yeah, anytime you go to anytime you come to this training right now, you should bring people with you. And yeah, especially on an event like that, if you can get someone to go with you, because Dennis always told me, if you had 2 or 3 good legs, John, you'll be set for life. That's all it takes to have a solid income. And so if you could get 2 to 3 people to go on the cruise, just about everybody who's ever been on the cruise and my team has been like solid. That is one way to guarantee that you're ensconced, right? Yep. Whether they blow up their businesses is another story, but the fact that they're now like, I'm a lifer, I'm a life.
They're never going anywhere.
They're not going anywhere. Yeah.